Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to Candy's Cozy Couch. My name is Candace, and my nickname is Candy. That's how I came up with that really intriguing name. At least I think it's pretty intriguing. Don't my new couch buddy here sound some type of way? He's supposed to be a crab. But he loud, he noisy when he's moving. He just make noise. I'm gonna just sit him on my lap like this. Alright, boys and girls, listen, y'all know my name might not be that intriguing, but I think the information that we get out of our book this evening may be pretty intriguing. Certainly it'll be interesting. I think you can learn something from it. But first, it's time for you know what. Butchering yet another instrument, my voice. For this checklist, so here I go. It's time for the checklist. I say, it's time for the checklist. Woo, 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 woo. It's time for the checklist. Yes, it is. It's time for the checklist. Just like this. Boom, shut it down. Mic drop. Ouch, said the crab. But there you go. I wasn't about to break my microphone. I might have broke some eardrums, but I ain't breaking my microphone. Forget that. Woo! All right, I'll clap for myself. Or not. All right, boys and girls. Hey, how was your day today? Was it great? Because I had a great day. Check. Oh, man. How are your bellies doing? Are you full and satisfied from a wonderful dinner and its filling and you burped and pooted and all that good stuff? Check. Did you have a little conversation or a chat with your family? See, coming together, meeting of the minds, finding out how each other's day went? Check. How about chores? Did you help out around the house? I know you guys are back in school, so you get home, squeeze a little something in, rather it's empty the trash, wash a few dishes, sweep the floor, mop, fold some clothes, put up toys, whatever you got to do. Help out around the house. Check. And that homework got to get done because you got to do your homework. You got to do your homework. All right? So make sure you get your homework done. Check. Did you pick out your PJs that you're going to wear for tonight? And also your clothes that you're going to wear for tomorrow? So you don't have to worry about doing that when you get up in the morning. Check. Baths or showers. Are they done? Are you fresh and clean and your body's all refreshed from head to toe? Check. And after drying off from those baths or showers, did you put on some lotion so that your skin will be smooth and soft? Check. All right. Did you brush your teeth? Are they shiny and white? And did you remember to floss in between the gaps of your teeth? And after doing so, did you also rinse your mouth out? Check. How about those ears? Did you clean those ears with the Q-tip? And did you do your nostrils if you need to clean them out with a neti pot or just in general, just to make sure that you can breathe? Only if you need to, though. That's what if you need to. But your ears, we all have to make sure we clean out our ears. Check. How about your hair? Did you wash it, comb it, brush it, tie it up, wrap it up? Do what you need to do for your hair? Check. Did you take one last opportunity to go to the bathroom before going to bed so you don't have to worry about getting up in the middle of the night or possibly having an accident? Check. Oh, let me see. How about meds? Any nighttime meds that you might need to take or any vitamins that you take at night? That's something you discuss with your parents if they have you on something or your doctor has something for you. Don't forget, you want to stay on schedule with it. So if that applies to you, make sure you can check it off your checklist. Check. Now, how about those bedrooms? Did you clean your room off? Everything put away nice and neat? Please remember to clean up, tidy up. Don't go to bed in a messy room. Check. Turn those night lights on too, boys and girls. Turn on your night lights so you can see if you do need to get up and you can get around quietly and carefully. Check. Let me see. Hugs, kisses, smooches, I love yous. Did you guys take care of that to your family members and pets that you live with? And if you have any visiting relatives, friends, or neighbors, show them some love as well. Check. And bedtime story, I got one for you. I think you're really going to like it. I like it. But did you do one? Are you reading? Are you super readers out there? Moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas, aunties, uncles, big brothers, big sisters, little brothers, little sisters, to get that bedtime story in. Doesn't even have to be a Candy's Cozy Couch bedtime story. I'm just an option here. But I'm out there for you. I'm glad you're with me. But get your bedtime story in. Best way to go to bed. Check. All right, I think I covered pretty much everything. So the last and final thing that's most important is that we make sure we say our prayers. If you did not say your prayers, please make sure you say your prayers before you drift off into dreamland. All right? Check. Anything else that I didn't cover on a checklist, you do your own checklist and you cover what needs to be covered. Story time. Tonight's story is called, What Makes a Shadow? Ooh, good question. It's by Clyde Robert Bula, illustrated by June Otani. And this is how it looks. On the back it says, where do shadows come from? Good question. When the sun is shining, everything has its own shadow. Trees, houses, cars, even clouds, and planes way up in the sky. You have a shadow too. As the sun sets, your shadow becomes part of a much larger one, the night. And I'm just going to show the back of the book to show you what I just read there. What makes a shadow? You guys see her shadow? And the cat's shadow. Question. What makes a shadow? We're going to learn something tonight, boys and girls. I bet you might already know. The sun is shining. It shines on the trees and the sidewalk. It shines on your house. It shines on you too. Yes, and we had some sunshine today. And then I barely made it home before we had a storm come through. It's passed over now. It's quiet. But just when I walked in the house, it started raining. I got lucky. When the sun is in front of you, look behind you. You can see your shadow. When you move, your shadow moves. When you run, your shadow runs. But you can never catch it. You ever try that? Trying to catch your shadow? Yeah, lost cause. Not gonna happen. Shadows are not meant to be caught. But you can try. What makes the shadow? Where does it come from? The sun is very bright. It shines on the house. It shines on the trees. It shines on you. But the sun does not shine through you. Okay? There is a dark place behind you where the sun does not shine. The darkness is your shadow. Boy, this thing is noisy. Look for your shadow. A tree has a shadow. The shade of the tree is the shadow of the tree. A house has a shadow. The sun shines on one side of the house. There is a shadow on the other side. Are we getting it? Are we understanding the shadows? How they form? Animals have shadows. So do cars. Airplanes have shadows. Watch as an airplane flies over your head. You may see its shadow on the ground. Look at that. A cloud has a shadow. Sometimes the sky is dark with clouds. The sun cannot shine through them. The shadows of the clouds fall on the earth. The shadows make the day dark. We say this is a cloudy day. And clouds indeed block the sun. They stand in the way of the light of the sun. Some shadows are darker than others. Hold a paper towel so the sun shines on it. The paper towel makes a shadow on the ground. The shadow is not dark because some of the sunlight shines through. Hold a book so the sun shines on it. The book makes a shadow on the ground. It makes a dark shadow because no sunlight shines through. So if the light cannot get through, all you will have is dark, which is the shadow. Watch the sun go down. Watch the night come. Night is a shadow, and it is just basically the absence of light. That is what dark is. Anyone afraid of the dark? Know that dark is simply the absence of light. That's it. The sun shines on one side of the earth. The other side is in shadow. The shadow makes the night. See how our planet is? Both the sun and our planet are round. But the backside of the planet, because the sun doesn't shine through the planet, that's where the shadow is, and that's where the nighttime is. And the sun just goes. The sun stays in one spot, but the planet Earth moves in a circle around and round, and it also goes around the sun. Inside the house at night, you can see more shadows. Hold your hand between a lamp and the wall. You will see the shadow of your hand on the wall. Do you know how to make a big shadow? Hold your hand close to the lamp, but not too close. The light bulb may be hot. The shadow is big because your hand shuts out so much of the light. This makes more darkness on the wall. So the closer you are to the light, the bigger the shadow, or vice versa. All right. Move your hand away from the light. Move it farther and farther away. Now the shadow on the wall gets smaller and smaller and smaller. It is smaller because your hand does not shut out so much light. There is less darkness on the wall. So the further away, the smaller the shadow. The closer to the light, the bigger the shadow. You can have fun with shadows. Hold your hands between the light and the wall and make shadow pictures. You can make a duck or a dog or a rabbit. You can make shadow pictures, little or big. You can move your hands to make the pictures move. There are other shadow pictures you can make. Here are some. So that's always fun. Depending on your night light, if it illuminates the wall enough, your night light can be a good source of light to make shadow puppets. Look for shadows. How many can you find? When you find shadows, see if you can discover what makes each one. So if you look at this picture, everyone and everything in the picture is casting a shadow because it's daytime and the sun is out. and the light is shining on everything, but not necessarily through everything. So that's where the shadows are coming from. Now this I thought was really cool because the three of them teamed up and they positioned their bodies to form the shadow of what looks like an elephant, but it's just them positioning their bodies to create an elephant shape. I thought that was really cool. All right, and that is the end. Now that was pretty intriguing. All right, you noisy crab. My goodness. That was very good. I like that we learned something about shadows and light. That if light cannot shine through something, the backside of whatever it's shining on is the shadow. And at night, when the sun, now the moon casts light. So sometimes if there's enough light from the moon, you can see shadows there too. And also regular light bulbs turn on and light, right? The light casts the light and it shines on you, but cannot shine through unless it's something that allows for it to shine through, like something sheer or something thin or something of a bright color, like a white piece of paper, for instance. Some light might get through the paper if it's thin enough. And as you know, paper towel has like those little micro holes and those little mini holes throughout, so the light can kind of get through. So the shadow's going to be lighter. It's not going to be as dark. But we learned about shadows tonight. And how about this? As you explore making shadow puppets, because you can kind of see the shadow behind me on the wall a little bit. I'm raising my hand and moving my hand, trying to make the shadow. But you can have fun doing that. That's always a really cool thing, especially with Halloween coming up in October. You can really have some fun with some shadow puppets. Anyway, boys and girls, get ready for the best part. Bedtime. Dream time. Okay? So get in bed, snug as a rug in a bug, comfy, cozy, tucked in. All right? And know that you're safe and sound and right where you need to be. It's time to rest our bodies. Time to get some sleep. So let's have fun and dream while we're sleeping, right? So what do? You know what to do. Close your eyes. Whisper to yourself what you would like to dream about. No peeking. And relax your body. Allow yourself to go limp. Let your muscles be calm. And just drift off into dreamland so that you can dream your special dream. All right, boys and girls? With my crunchy crab. That's what I'm going to call him, crunchy crab. All right. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.